Kirsten Elliott. I'm from Flex Studios, and I'm here to walk you through a beginner's mat Pilates workout. All you need to start is a Pilates mat. Let's get started.
So the first thing we're going to start out with is the shoulder bridge. Laying in the position that I am, let those hips up and down, up and down. You want both feet flat on the floor. You want to engage the hamstrings and your glutes every time your hips lift. Little squeeze at the top. We're going to hold it up here. Bring your right leg straight up to the ceiling. Little pulses with the pelvis, straight up, engaging that left hamstring. We do about 8 to 10 reps here. We pause, reach that leg out, and lift. Lower and lift. You want it to lower just in line with that left knee. And then we'll bend that knee down, go right to the other side. Left leg lifts, pulses up. Engaging that right hamstring. Keeping the hips nice and level. And then we'll hold it up and lengthen that leg and lift. And bend that knee, come on down. Legs will go into tabletop for our next exercise. Curling your upper body and reaching your arms forward to start those hundreds. Arms pumped down, right from the top of the shoulder. The breath goes inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. If this is too easy for you, I want you to extend those legs to add a little bit more of a challenge. Making sure you keep that navel pulled down towards your spine, arms straight, and focus is straight ahead. So you do 10 sets of 5 inhaling, 5 exhaling, hence the hundreds. Once we finish that, bend those knees, hands come behind the head. We send your legs straight up to the ceiling and start your scissors. Nice long slices through the air, keeping your upper body lifted, trying to keep both legs as straight as you can, lengthening from that hip. And we'll bring both legs back up to the ceiling, back to tabletop, right into single leg. Extending one leg at a time. Keeping that navel pulled in tight, just cinching that waist. Trying to lift that upper body a little higher. And then we can add a twist. Thinking about bringing the shoulder to your knee, keeping those elbows nice and wide. Really getting into the obliques here. And then back to tabletop, rolling it down, feet on the floor. Go ahead and extend them all the way out long, arms up to the ceiling. From here, we'll go into the next exercise, the roll-ups. Chin toward your chest as you roll all the way up. Arms lift, reset. Initiate with those lower abs to roll slowly through your spine, right back to where you started. And again, arms reach, roll it up, and lift. Trying just to use your abs here, not momentum, especially on the way up. You want to go through one vertebra at a time. And on this next one, we'll stay all the way up and open those legs out mat distance apart. Flex your feet. From here, your arms are going to go out to the side. This is called the saw. So we twist and then roll it down. Pinky finger saws off that pinky toe for 1, 2, 3, and roll it up. Find center. We go to the other side. Twist, dive it down, saw it off 1, 2, 3, roll it up, and again. So now we get some nice rotation, some spiraling happening in your spine. This is a really nice stretch for those hamstrings as well. So as you roll down, make sure that opposite hip stays planted onto the mat. So on this side, I'm focusing on keeping my left hip down. And one more to even it out. And center. From here, we'll lie down on our side, go right into the side lying series. So line up your back with the back edge of the mat and then pike both of your feet towards the front edge. So if you look down, you can see your feet there. Your top leg is going to lift up and lower. We'll start hip height just to get that stabilization. So for this next whole leg series, your goal is to not move your torso at all. You want to stay lifted and tight in your waist, hips stacked, shoulders stacked. And now we can take a little bit bigger range of motion. And now we're focusing right here on the outer thigh, on the glutes. And we'll do about 8 to 10 of these, lowering it all the way down. The next one in the series, lift it hip height to start and reach it to the front and towards the back. So how far you go to the front depends on that flexibility of your hamstring, and it does not have to go very far at all. Again, you're looking and focusing on stability. Making sure you're not going side to side, but that you're solid and just isolating that leg in the hip socket. And we'll do one more here. Holding it underneath you, point those toes and start little circles to the back. So again, as I circle, I'm focusing on stabilizing and reaching that leg straight out, trying to control that movement as it starts to burn your outer thigh, and reverse it for about 8. And we'll lower it down. The next part you lift up. The bottom leg comes into play here. We squeeze your inner thighs and lower that bottom leg again. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Just make sure this top shoulder stays relaxed, doesn't get too tight into your ear. We'll do one more like that. Keep both legs together, lower down, and lift up. The double leg lift gets the abs a little bit more engaged. And we'll do one more and lower down. From here, before we start the other side, we're going right into your breaststroke. So from here, lying flat on your stomach, nose is hovering, neck is long, arms are out to the sides of your mat. I want you to lift your navel, squeeze your glutes, and reach towards the front. From here, we take a big inhale, lift, and exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift, and exhale, dive. So those arms circle down as you find that extension, and then dive forward nice and long. Keeping the back of the neck lengthened and keeping those abs engaged. You really want to make sure this does not get into your lower back, but it stays in the upper middle back, right underneath the shoulder blades. And we'll do one more here. And we'll hold those arms out. Find that long position once again. Open your arms, mat distance, open your legs. Lift your legs now, and we start a little flutter kick. Arms and legs fluttering. This is called swimming. And the goal here is to keep that torso nice and still as your extremities are moving, working on that core stability. Shoulders down. Energy through those fingertips and those toes. Same breath as the hundreds here. We breathe inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. And release that. From here, we'll pull back to a quick little shell stretch, rounding that spine after all that extension. And roll it up to start the other side of the leg series. So lying down, go ahead and pike those feet to the edge of your mat, and we'll lift it hip height to start. Everything's engaged. And a little higher. And after about 8 to 10 reps of those, go ahead and lower it back down. It comes hip height once again. Flex your foot, reach your leg to the front, and sweep it right underneath you. I didn't say this on the other side, but make sure when you sweep your leg to the back that it doesn't go behind you, but it goes right underneath. The moment you take your leg too far to the back, you'll arch your spine, and that is not what we want. And we'll do one more here. Reaching those toes long, right underneath you, start those circles. And reverse it. And from here, lower it down. Lift that leg hip height, squeeze the bottom leg up, and lower just that bottom leg. Lift and lower. Focusing on those inner thighs. Good. And last one right here, we close them. Keep them together as you lower and lift. And last one. And lowering it down. From here, coming all the way up onto your feet for your Pilates push-ups. So I want you to start parallel, dive the chin to your chest, walk your hands down and all the way out into this plank position. From here, we take 3 pulses down, 1, 2, 3, and press up. That counts as 1. So we do 2 of those, and then 3 to make 1 full set, and then walk those hands right back up, and bend those knees, tuck your tailbone to stand tall. Take it again, guide it down, walk it out, and 3 push-ups. Working on stabilizing your shoulder blades here, making sure that you lower your body in one piece. And you can take a little heel lift at the end to test your balance. We'll do 1 more set just like that. And your elbows can either go out to the side or back in toward your body for more of a tricep focus. And heel lift, find that balance, lower down. We'll take it all the way back down to the mat for the final exercise, the side bend. From here, your legs are hooked at the ankle. Front leg is turned out, bottom leg is hooked underneath it. This arm is going to be right in line with that front ankle. Top arm is long, palm is up. Lift those hips up and find that nice stretch in your side and control it all the way back down to the mat. And again, lift. Focus is down, let your bottom rib be the highest part in this arc. And down, 1 more. And down, and we'll do the other side. Same positioning, arm in line with that front ankle. Top arm is long, and lift up. And slowly lower down, making sure that bottom rib is the highest point in your arc. And down. And last one, find that stretch, and down. My name is Kirsten Elliott from Flex Studios. Thanks again for joining me for the Beginner's Mat Pilates workout. Hope to see you soon on Sweat TV.